What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. Let's get into it, you guys. This is the first time this season I'm actually talking about Sha'Carri Richardson in the video. She had a big win today. Shouts out to her at the Prefontaine Classic here in Eugene. And this was actually one of the stops in the Diamond League, by the way. So this was a pretty big win as far as Diamond League points and stuff go. So y'all got to remember, that's always something that's at stake is those Diamond League points. So really good, like I said, really good stuff there for Sha'Carri Richardson to come out with a big victory, because her season has kind of, before this point, she hasn't really been looking like herself. But here's the thing, this is why I always tell people, man, don't assume anything. Like I was saying with Gabby Thomas, from a week ago, I was like, dude, do not assume that Sha'Carri's going to not show up or not win anything, because I think as long as she's not injured, I do believe that she's going to be able to be in an opportunity to get the job done. If you watched my 200-meter video last week, you will notice that in the video I was talking about how there is intense pressure on Sha'Carri to win a gold medal. Like, she has to win a gold medal. I'll talk more about that towards the end of the video, but I do want to go over how this race went real quick for y'all. So a quick reminder for those of you who are wanting to watch the full race, man. I opened up a Patreon, and I'm going to put all the full races on my Patreon that I'm able to get. So if you want to watch this full race, you could join my Patreon as a free member. You don't even have to pay to watch this particular race. I will have stuff behind a paywall in the future, locked behind a paywall, but probably most of the party trials will be completely locked behind a paywall. But you can join as a free member right now just to watch this race. So just go to my Patreon. Y'all can see it on the screen, or y'all can click the link in the description box below. Just go to it, join, and then enjoy watching the free content on there for Track and Ace. So I hope to see y'all over there. Thank y'all. If y'all do subscribe and actually pay, if you do pay, I want to thank you guys for coming in and paying. Hopefully I can put that film study video up about Abby. We could put that up at hopefully this week I get a chance, man. I'm not going to promise anything, but hopefully I get a chance to actually put it up this week, man. So we'll see. So we had the 100 meters. And this was a stacked field. It was just like the 200 last week. We had a lot of brand names on here. Most people were very excited to see the season debut of Elaine Thompson-Herah from Jamaica. She's had a rough go of it the last couple of seasons. Hasn't looked like herself since 2021. But this is the first time I've seen Elaine Thompson-Herah actually start her season, probably since 2021, where I just felt like, well, really 2022, because I felt like in 2022, I think in the Prefontaine Classic then, in 2022, she looked pretty good. She looked fit today. She looked like she was in shape. Obviously, she needs to knock the rust off. But she looked like she was in shape today. That's a very encouraging sign for Elaine Thompson-Herah, maybe to have a pretty good 2024, try to make that Olympic team at the Jamaican trial. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. But I thought she looked very much in shape. Now, the race didn't go as I thought it'd go for her. She had a very terrible race, but I do think a lot of that's rust. The other person that I was paying attention to a lot was Alfred. Alfred, who came from Texas. She represents St. Lucia. She is a beast, bro. JuJu is a beast. I was definitely trying to pay attention to it, because I felt like it is crazy, man. It felt like from the jump, she'd be the one girl to really challenge Sha'Carri in this match, and she was. She was the one girl who really challenged Sha'Carri in this match. The other two names, the two Brits that we're so familiar with, Dina and Daryll Neita was also in this race. The Salvi veteran, Marie-Josée, she was in here, and then the three Americans, Melissa Jefferson, who's had a pretty good season so far, TeeTee, Terry, and Brittany Brown were all here. Brittany Brown, who we know also runs at 200, as well. So she's trying to make one of those two teams for the Olympics. So we'll see how it goes for her. But just from the jump, so the race starts just from the jump. Sha'Carri's got this thing in way control, man. She's in control, but it was really Julien, Alfred, JuJu who really pushed the pace in the beginning. She had the lead, and JuJu really looked good, bro. I think I was probably the most impressed with JuJu in this race. I think she's definitely gonna be a factor in the Olympics. I think she's one of the few people I think that can upset Sha'Carri. The one thing about it is that when Sha'Carri gets to the 50-meter mark, if you're not in a situation where you have control of the race, you're probably done, because her closing speed is really good. This is why she's actually a decent 200-meter runner. We'll see if she doubles again this year, this time for the Olympics. And a stacked field for the 200 for the Americans. We're going to see how that's going to go at trials. She's really going to have to work for it more than last year to get on that team, because we got some people that's back. Abby's back to being healthy. Y'all know that. Gabby's in the mix. I think Brittany Brown's going to be there. Tamari Davis, Tamara Clark, Jenna Prandini, they're all going to be in the mix. So it's going to be a very tough 200 field. But it's not her specialty. This is her specialty. And Sha'Carri just ran a really good race. And Elaine Thompson-Herah was way behind, bro. She was in last. 11.30 was her time. Sha'Carri had 10.83. That should show you the difference of how far back Elaine Thompson-Herah was. But again, I'm not worried about ETH, because ETH, I want to see how she does at trials. Let's see how she does at trials before we really judge her. So three people did not achieve a season best in this race. 6 people did. This was Sha'Carri's season best at 10.83. JuJu season best at 10.93. Daryll, Dina Asher Smith was at 10.98. Those are the only sub 11s in here. Daryll Neita was right on the mark. That was not her season best though. Melissa Jefferson was actually under 11 flat earlier this season, and then Marie-Josée was also under earlier this season. But TeeTee, Terry, Brittany Brown, Elaine Thompson-Herah, all season best in this race. But this field, this had the feeling of an Olympic field. We're obviously missing a few names in here that might be actually in the Olympics, but this was a field that definitely felt like this might be close to the field that Sha'Carri's actually going to see in the Olympics. And so for her to win this, I talked about this last week with Abby Steiner coming in second place, because I felt like this was going to be a similar field that she was going to see in the trials to try to make the team. Sha'Carri was the only person that's probably going to be in that race that she didn't see, and maybe a couple of other names on there as well. I think Tamari Davis wasn't on there. So, there was a few other, Tamara Clark and stuff like that. Those are a few names that weren't on there. Kayla White, who will probably be in the mix at trials. But in the 100, Sha'Carri should have no problems at all winning this whole damn thing. At trials, make the team, be in first, and have a chance to win that gold medal at the Olympics, which is the one thing. That's what I want to talk about real quick. I'm actually going to make a longer video talking about how important this is for Sha'Carri to actually win a gold medal. I actually had one, I think it was Las Vegas or somebody like that was in my comment section that was asking me last week, hold on, because I want to shout this person out. Hold on, let me see if I can find this comment real quick. Hold on for a sec. Was it in this one? Was it in a different video? Oh, it was shout out to Las Vegas, man. Las Vegas been supporting my channel since last season, as far as being in my comment section. And so I answered Las Vegas with this with that question about why do I feel like, the question was, why do I feel like there's more pressure on Sha'Carri, then Abby. Well, Abby's coming off an injury, and really, Abby isn't expected to win any medals at the Olympics. It's really a question mark if she even makes the team. So Sha'Carri is expected to win a gold medal in overseas. She's expected to win a medal in Paris, bro. The way NBC has hyped her up, she already won gold at the World Championships. This is her standard, you know. This is where she's at. She's got to win gold, because if she does not win gold, it's going to be a cold 4 years of hell until we get to the LA Olympic Games for Sha'Carri over the next 4 years. The next 4 years are going to be a nightmare. If she does not win, all she's going to hear is that she failed at the Olympics for the next 4 years, bro. You know, and she's going to get a shot in 2028. You know, she's still young. She's 24 right now, so she'll be 28 then. She'll be dead in her prime at that point. But then you start to feel like if she doesn't get it done in LA, we're in 2032. She's 32 years old. Does she still have that speed to even have a chance to get gold? You know, is she going to be like a Shelly Ann Fraser-Price who could still get gold in her 30s? You know what I mean? So not everyone could do that in their 30s. So it's going to be very tricky, especially like not really early 30s because you're still in your prime in your early 30s, but like mid 30s, like 33, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. You know, can you get it done, man? You know, and so Sha'Carri's going to have that immense pressure on her to get a gold medal, man. And I feel like there's no excuses for her. I think she should be able to get it. I don't think this is one of those years where the Jamaicans have a favorite who is likely to win the 100. I think she's the overall favorite. She has to get it done. She's the best opportunity outside of Noah Lyles for the Americans to get a gold medal in track in one of the major sprinting events, bro. So we'll see what happens. You know, I think she looks good. And I'm probably one of the few people that actually believe in her. People were talking shit about Sha'Carri now, you know, looking better before this race. And I'm like, bro, you got to wait, bro. You got to wait to see how these people do, man. And a lot of people just, I don't know if they just like to hear themselves talk or whatever, but a lot of people do that, man. I don't know what'll be up with some people, man. But I also want to, this is something a little bit petty a little bit, but I want to address two people. Look, I'm not addressing these people again, but there's been some troll in here named Skates93, who is one of these racist black people, bro, that said, so he was in my Caitlin Clark video that I did, and it was my goal to actually cover Caitlin Clark on this channel last year. So I'm just getting around to it this year because I didn't have time to really cover her last year. I got a little bit more time to actually cover her this year while she's in the WNBA. She's competing in the summer, whereas doing the college season is kind of tough for me because that's like the spring where I'm doing some other stuff. But I got a chance to cover her, and there was a guy who was like, man, so this is his first time. It was kind of funny, though. But he said, LOL, your Abby and Matt videos are failing, so you jump to a new white savior. So this guy clearly ain't been on my channel, even going back to the afternoons to light days. I always cover more than just Abby. I just covered fucking Sidney McLaughlin last week. So what is this dude talking about? Yes, I mainly cover Abby, and I will cover white athletes. I don't hold that as a secret on my channel. I do. And it's because I'm coming from a different perspective where I know what they bring to these sports. These are predominantly black sports, and I want to give them the coverage because they're really talented people. And so this guy doesn't really understand that. And when I was covering Abby a couple of years ago, I wanted to keep that going. You know, I wanted to give her the rightful coverage she needed because I felt like there were other YouTubers who were kind of like not covering her the right way. So I wanted to come in and cover her a lot better than they did. And so this guy was definitely kind of out of pocket about that. And then he said my videos were struggling when they're not struggling. I just got 2,000 views from an Abby video a couple of weeks ago, 400 from a video a week ago. Dude, I'm not failing with Abby, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. Now, Matthew Boland is because I don't really cover the guys on here, so I don't want to attract too much attention. This is why I don't really cover the guys too much, but I probably will cover some men races, you know, during the trials in Olympic time, because that's usually when people are watching the most. And this channel went through a change in the algorithm because after I nearly lost it last summer, the channel went into like a deep slide with viewership, and so I wasn't getting some of the numbers that I was getting before then because of what happened to my channel. So he doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about when it comes to what happened. But like I said, I just got 400 viewers. Abby's still getting the most viewers that I got. You know, we'll see how the Sha'Carri Richardson video goes, but Abby's still getting the most viewers for any of my videos. I'm not even getting... He not even paying attention because Caitlin Clark hasn't generated shit for me since I started covering her. She hasn't generated anything. I don't do my videos solely off of viewership. I do them off of, do I have enough to talk about? Am I motivated enough to talk about whoever the hell I'm talking about? So this guy's he's an idiot, and he let me know that it's more about him being racist, because then in another video he's gonna say you should have covered your bases by covering the black athletes, and he thinks it's all a joke. So I'm like, okay, you want to do that on your own channel. I keep telling these people, bro, you want to cover your black athletes, cover them over there. You ain't gotta be over here, bro. What the hell, like, man, people are stupid, bro. People are stupid. And then I also want to address somebody else who said they left my channel because I wasn't covering more than white people. So he says, I just took a look at all of your videos on the channel. Some guy named David Seabrook. And he said, and I could see that your focus is to highlight white people in sports. That seems to be your niche. It is. So he says, I just unsubscribed from your channel because I want to hear about all people in sports. And some commenter named Rage Max said, bye. Yeah, bye. I didn't even know you subscribed to my channel. I don't even pay attention to who subscribed to my channel. I usually only notice, like, if you're in my comment section, man, because I don't really pay attention to all that, man. But, hey, you missing some good content. So, you was a fan at some point because you say you subscribe. So you were here for some reason. So I don't know, like, bye. You know, I'm not, look, you want to leave. I always tell people all the time anyways, you don't like what I'm covering on my channel, leave, bro. I don't got time for this, you know. So it is what it is, man. But let's get over to, I need to talk about Keely Hodgkinson next. So another white athlete y'all probably don't like. Well, let's talk about Keely Hodgkinson next, man. Remember to join my Patreon channel as well. I'm actually going to have the full video of the race of Sha'Carri Richardson. If you missed it, it will be on my Patreon. It will be free because it was on NBC today. It will be free. I haven't done my film study video on Abby yet. I'm going to see if I got time because I want to post it before her next race next weekend. She's supposed to race again next weekend, so hopefully I'll put it there. But I'm going to post it on my Patreon, so if you want to watch it, definitely go to my Patreon. The link will be in the description box if you want to go there as well. I thank y'all for being over here, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Any comments y'all got, definitely put it below. Thank y'all for watching. Tracking Ace.